Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in beer rolls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making Popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right, I am from Hickory. I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, no matter where you are. What up, bumpkins? You're about to watch and or listen to episode 76 of Country-ish, and we have a tasty show for you today. We got residual checks as always. I mean, I got so many of these. I'm just rolling in them, and somebody's going to win one of these things. So you're going to call in a little bit later. Very funny comedian Chris Porter is going to zoom into the show. We're going to talk to that guy, catch up with him. We got a great small town news story about an emotional support pig. Karen, you're going to want to watch that. Best trends, small town news, all kinds of goodies. Stay tuned. At the end, I got this thing here. It's called Vegemite, and we're going to eat it at the end of the show. So have you ever had this? Have you ever had Vegemite? Let me know in the comments section. We're going to try it on the show. I've already had it, full disclosure, and this is why we're going to get into it, but these guys haven't, and we're going to see what happens. But I want you to know, we are live right now. Today's date, April the 11th, 2021. Live. It's 8:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing it. We want you to know we're looking at your comments. Not me. I got interns that do that. But you answer my question. Have you had Vegemite? Do you have an emotional support? And these guys will read it. I got two interns back here checking your comments. We got a Facebook dude. There's Isaiah. And we got a YouTube dude, Elliot, the intern's intern. His name is Mark. And he's going to be checking. He's sitting in for Elliot. Thank you, Mark. And he's going to be checking the YouTube comments. So leave a comment. But also, just as important, we're getting bigger every episode. More people are coming on board, and we appreciate that. Hello to the new people. What up to the old people? This is where I want you to hit that share button, okay? There's a share button at the bottom right corner of your screen, most likely. And you see my hat? That's why I'm going to come up with my share hat. That's how we grow. So if you want to go ahead and hit the share button, that would be great. In fact, I know a lot of times people are concerned. They're like, well, John, if I go down there and I click on the share button, then I'm not looking at you, and if you're going to make a funny face and I miss it, don't worry, I got your back. I've come up with this thing that I do. I'm not going to do anything funny probably for the next 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So now's a good opportunity for you to go ahead and hit the share button, and it's a thing that I've come up with called the share stare. I don't want you to miss anything. That's why I'm going to look right at you right now and tell you, if I could make you share, I want you to do it today. Please hit that arrow button that points this way. I want you to hit the share button. I want you to hit it now. Well, there's my share stare. Look at the things I do just to try and get you to share. I hope you appreciate that. And I hope you hit the share button. I have no dignity left. I've already cashed in my chips. It's over for me. Why don't we build something new? Me and you. Huh? All right, let's get the show going. I'm excited. We got a lot to do today. We got a jam-packed show. But let me get to the man sitting across the table. I mean, you can't miss him. He's very tall. he's a big dude, you know. He's a tall drink of water is what they say. I think he clocks in somewhere around 76 feet tall. Episode 76.
Oh.
He makes Charles Barkley, who played for the 76ers, look like an ant. You know what I'm saying? So let me introduce him. Some people know him as a fly swatter. Some people know him as the Southeastern Man of Mystery. We know him as Sebastian. How are you?
Fantastic, brother.
Good
Fantastic.
to see you, man.
Share never gets old, bro. Share never gets old.
You know what's
to me.
weird about doing that?
Yeah.
Is you're just sitting there.
I know, it makes me cry.
Watching me.
It's so hilarious.
And I appreciate you trying to keep it quiet, but I can hear you going like, and as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, this is one of my oldest friends sitting here watching a 49-year-old man
In the share
beg
wig.
people
The
by
share.
putting a wig on and hit a share button. So I'm laughing
Look
at the things that you must be thinking while I'm
Who would
doing
have
it.
thunk it, man? 16 years old.
Yeah.
Who would have thought we'd
All
be
these
begging
years
share
later, man.
in a wig?
Look at us.
Well, you never know.
I
Never
mean,
know what you'll do.
I've heard that you've dressed up before. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, good.
In fact, why don't we get to it now?
Oh,
This weekend was Mother's Day. Did you have a good Mother's Day weekend?
did have a good Mother's Day. Thank
Yeah?
you, sir. Hope you did.
I certainly did. It was a double whammy for me because Mom's birthday was Saturday.
Notice, yeah, it's rough.
Then we had the Mother's Day on Sunday, back to back. I don't know how, I don't know if that's a good thing. When people have like a birthday like the day before or after Christmas,
Yep,
as a kid, is that good or bad?
it's bad.
It's bad because it doesn't get divvied out.
You probably just lived in Cracker Barrel all weekend, didn't you?
Well, you'd be surprised. For Mama's birthday, me, Mom, and Jody and Jason went to Charlotte's Steakhouse.
Really?
That's right. We sure did. I'm not forgetting anything, Emma. Before I get to that, hang on. Tour dates, johnreap.com. Speaking of Hickory, I got a show coming up with another comedian named John Heffron in Hickory at the Main Cellar City Club. Me and John Heffron. We're trying to figure out what we're going to call it, but we have ideas. We've talked about it on Heffron and Reap. Anyway, just know June 7th, Main Cellar City Club. Then June 11 and 12, we're going to be in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'll be in his home turf, and we're doing a show at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. But this weekend, I'm going to be at the Hickory Motor Speedway. It's Demolition Derby night. Is that what they're calling it?
Yes. Destruction
something or other. It'll be my first time ever setting foot.
Bus racing.
Yeah, bus races.
Boat racing, trailer tearing up.
It's going to be a lot of mayhem.
disaster.
So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, one of my good friends, a guy who's funny, he's dabbled in some comedy, sells some cars from time to time. He's the voice over there, Trevor Townsend. Shout out. Meep, meep. Thank you, Trevor. I think we're going to have a segment moving forward with the Hickory Motor Speedway. I feel like it's money I've left on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of like content. A lot of people who like me like racing and stuff. So why don't we incorporate it into the show?
Sure.
I think I might do that. But yes, this past weekend, Saturday night, me, Mom, Jody, Jason. Well, that's
Wow.
hang on, Alan. That's Sunday.
Oh, you jumped the gun. Alan.
It's okay. It was a preemptive
Fancy.
strike. That's a little
Fancy.
teaser for what's coming
Teaser.
up. Did you see that suit, though?
I look good.
Oh, I look good. You look good, too. And another photo. Gosh, I can't wait to show everyone. Saturday night, we went to Charlotte's Steakhouse. Nice steakhouse here in Hickory. Have you been to Charlotte's
Not
Steakhouse?
since the prom in 1989.
That was the last time I was there, dude.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's totally changed. It looks totally different in there. Food is great. I had a petite filet. I had vegetables. I had a crab cake on the side. And I had some wine. And I had the chef recognized me, and he brought out to the table these potato wedges that had like a garlic bone marrow
I
butter.
thought you were going to say a little ginger rub on top of it. or something.
No, you would have thought it was dark in there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I saw the full ginge. But the food is great. My only complaint would be, and this is not a real complaint, this is an old person complaint. For the younger crowd, they don't care about this stuff. But it was dark. So when you're looking at a menu, I don't know how many phones I saw with flashlights come up doing this right here. And then the acoustics, man. The acoustics were loud as hell. Like you could not hear each other talk because of the way it's set up. There's not enough carpet or drapes. There's a lot of brick and hardwood floors and metal and glass, and the sound just bounces around.
Alan needs to sell them some soundproofing.
There you go, the Alan Jackson. We got some business opportunities for Charlie's Steakhouse. But if you want a great meal, we went there and had a blast. Then that was Mom's birthday. Then Sunday, that was the Cracker Barrel. And we do have pictures of the Cracker Barrel. We could show you that. When here's me, my mom, and brother Jason. Now this is we just got out of church. This is a new tradition I've kind of started since I've been back home. For Mother's Day, I put on the seersucker suit. I go to church, and we go to Cracker Barrel. That's going to be the new thing.
That's your thing.
Yeah, the last 3-4 years we've done that.
Nice. I like them pinstripes. That's pretty.
I think every good Southern gentleman should have a seersucker suit.
If you had a big white Matlock hat, you would be
Matlock hat.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot what hat he had. What kind of hat did he have?
A big white hat on the top, one of those suits when he lawyered up.
Yeah,
that would be you.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's a little big on me, but I mean,
you get that at the Goodwill, did you?
No, I think I got that. Where did I get that? I think I got it at the mall, Valley Hills Mall here in Hickory, at the Men's Outfitter or whatever. What do you call it? Men's Warehouse.
You don't like the way you look?
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it. You did.
So here we are, getting our picture made out front of the Cracker Barrel. And then we go in, and did you know that you can now buy alcohol at a Cracker Barrel?
Didn't know this.
Yes, sir. They've got beer and wine, and they have mimosas. And what do I call my mom? Mimosa. So we said, Mom, I want you to get a mimosa because you're a mimosa. We're at a Cracker Barrel, and they have orange ones and strawberry ones. She ordered a mimosa, and this lady right here said, do you have an ID? And immediately, me and my brother laughed out loud because we thought she was joking.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of stayed there and wasn't laughing. I'm like, oh my God. Mom, do you have it? Luckily, she had it on her. Can you believe that? I know how outraged you get when people ask you for your ID.
I do.
So you can sympathize with this.
I know.
But I think
you're lucky I didn't come. I would have plowed a new trail.
I know. I actually thought of you when this moment happened. And I think that for my mom, maybe it's a compliment.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's how she took it.
That's nice.
Because Cracker Barrel, we love Cracker Barrel, but they're everywhere. It's a chain.
Yeah,
it's a corporation, and so that's a general policy, I think. And these people who work there, they have to do it no matter what. And so, even though she wasn't joking, I think that me and my brother laughing so loud, my mom just thought, well, it's a joke, but she already had an idea out. Oh. So she was not, I think she was complimented by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got one. And then here's what showed up. There it is. There's Mimosa having her strawberry mimosa at a Cracker Barrel. I think we have a close-up of it too. Yeah, there it is. Gambino. Never had that one before, but it's fine. I tasted it. Oh, also, pro tip. You can't, in most places, you can't get an alcohol beverage to go. Most places.
Yes.
Unless you're in Louisiana. And you can do that at church. I mean, they drink everywhere in Louisiana. But in most places, you can't take an alcoholic beverage out of there. So I said, Mom, because she wasn't going to finish it. I said, when she comes out at the end, we have leftover food, and she says, do you want a to-go box? You say, yes. Also, can I get just a cup of ice?
Oh.
And then they'll bring it without question. And then when they're not looking, you go, so she snuck it out of there.
All right.
Boom.
Boom.
You can do that anywhere,
you
by
know
the
where
way.
to find them here
You can do
at
that in airports. I've done it many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just know that. What about you, dude? What did you do? You know what? I know what you did because I follow you on Facebook.
Follow me?
And I saw a picture.
Yeah. That
you posted. And this is you sharing this information.
I know.
And so I don't feel like I'm letting any secrets out.
I could have been inebriated when I shared it.
The Alan Jackson, do we have the picture that Sean shared? What is this? What are we looking at, buddy? Explain yourself. You laughing at me in my share wig.
On the original share wig, I think that's like a Barbara Streisand, though. So my mother for Mother's Day, she's 93 years old.
Right.
Still teaches Sunday school. Very, very good speaker. Found this picture.
Right.
That she talked me into in 1986.
Okay.
They had a mother-daughter banquet for Mother's Day, and the men would have to give the banquet for the women, and then on Father's Day, the women would give the banquet for the men.
That's nice.
So evidently, I got talked into dressing up like a female in 1986 in my mother's clothes.
Wow.
Which is a 6 foot.
Yeah, it's alarming.
2.
Yeah.
Teenager.
Are you wearing heels?
Yeah, I'm wearing flats. It's hard to find heels for pan down there, Alan. That's some good looking shoes.
What size shoe are you, dude?
I'm about 11, 12.
You do have flats. I was joking. I just assumed you'd have sneakers on.
No,
that's great,
that's
dude. That's a whole outfit.
Look at the pearl bracelet, too.
This is great,
Clip-on earrings, full makeup, too. Ladies, I apologize for what you have to go through to impress us.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Well, what size cup is that, you think? What cup is that? Is it like a B cup? That's a C.
Small. I didn't stuff like I should have. Looking back on this, I would have went a full D if I would have redone it.
Yeah. Not bad. The wig.
The wig's bad. That's from 1968,
yeah,
I believe.
But I would have, maybe you just
long
picked
hair.
up whatever.
That's all. We didn't have that.
Blonde or brunette.
Yeah.
It looks kind of silver to me, or gray.
Yeah, I think that was one of my mother's old wigs. I used to wear the wigs.
Gotcha.
It's just kind of a last minute thing. We had to get up and perform.
Yeah.
You know, you walk out on the stage, and I can remember being like 5th or 6th to come out. So, and there were older men doing this. I was probably the young person.
Oh, well, you were probably getting hit on.
And they had beards coming out. They were funny. I thought, well, I have to work my game up here, man. I got to win this thing. So, yeah.
Did you win?
I don't think I won. I think somebody was in a bikini and won.
Oh, of course. I've done powder puff.
Yeah,
I've
done a couple times.
There in middle school, I dressed up like Jimmy Carter's wife and did a book report as Rosalind Carter. There's a video of that.
That's great.
I'll share that one of these days on the show.
I would love to see that.
Yeah,
you were the peanut woman.
Miss Sigmund, my English teacher in the 8th grade. No. 8th grade. We had to do a book report. And she's like, she told us at the beginning of the year. And then you got all year to prepare for this. Because at the end of the year, everyone has to do a book report, but it's a presentation. You have to give a presentation. You can dress up like the character. Oh. You can do this, you can do this. I forgot all about it. The whole year I forgot about it. And like 2 days before, I was stressing out. I went to the library. I got the smallest book I could find. And it was on Rosalind Carter. Oh. It was like a kid's book that she wrote. And I had to dress up like Rosalind Carter.
Man, that's
so I did like the last minute thing that you did, where I grabbed my mom's stuff.
That's nuts that you did that.
She's a peanut farmer.
Yeah.
Married to one. There you go. Thank you for sharing that. What's on the back of it? Didn't you write something on the back?
My mother is classic.
Alan, is there another picture of the back of that
She wrote on there, so she wouldn't forget my name. Jon Sebastian in Fashion Parade at Mother-Daughter Banquet.
1986. Wow, dude.
She's a documenter, man.
Wow.
Classic.
Well, that's awesome. Hey, guys, any interesting comments? Anyone answering about the Vegemite? Anyone talking about Mother's Day? Any of that?
Yeah, Shane Flint
I can't hear you at all.
My mic's on.
Hang on. Keep talking.
Shane Flint commented, and he said that he's had Vegemite when he went to Australia, and he says it's a little bitter.
A little bitter.
A little bitter.
Well, we're going to find out here in a little bit. All right. Are we good? I'm going to move on. Okay. What about you, Mark?
Zach said that he called it the Australian mayonnaise.
Australian mayonnaise. They love this on Australia. They love it.
I don't like Australians, though.
You're just jealous of them.
Well, they got the accents. They can be like, they can look like they've been around by a truck, and they'll just speak that little, and the women go.
Dude, they come here. They're athletic. Russell Crowe,
rugby,
Gerard Butler, the guy who plays Wolverine. All these good-looking, rugby, hardcore, manly men coming over here stealing jobs, acting jobs, and women.
And women.
And then they're going to rub this in our faces?
That's exactly right. Can't wait to taste it.
So we're just jealous. But maybe this is the key. Maybe we should start eating this more often. A comedian friend of mine named Dan Green, who is going to zoom in at the end of the show, is from Australia. And he's got a show called Good Eye from LA. Yeah. And I tried this on his show.
Yeah.
We're all going to do it together. At the end of the show, Small Town News, Chris Porter, Residual checks, right? We got a lot to do. Let's get to it. I think I've covered everything I want to cover. Yes. Isaiah Dating Game, talent show. Hit us up. Go to the fan page at Country-ish. Country-ish's Facebook fan page. Go there and let us know if you want to be a part of the dating game or talent show. Okay? And Isaiah will holler back at you. He is now running that page, and I trust him, and you got to get on there. All righty. Then we do another segment because I want people to know that we're current. We're live. We know what's going on. We know what you're talking about. We want you to know that we're going to weigh in on things, not political, not pandemic-y, interesting things that happen to be trending. And what I do for this segment is I go to Twitter. I click on the hashtag, and I look at what are people talking about? What's some of the things that are trending? And I just pick one. And then me and you will talk about it. It's like a segment. Like if I were to come up with a theme song for this segment, yes, it would sound just like this. Because we know what you're talking about. We know what you're looking at. Ooh, it's the best trends. Here's what you're talking about. All righty then. I got to get the timing down on that one.
You're getting there.
I started the too soon. Then I was stuck there. And I had to keep oohing.
I've been stuck there a lot.
All right, the Alan Jackson. Let's go to the trend things, right? So I went to Twitter.
Tweets.
And this is what Prego is trending. And it might not be for what you're thinking. First of all, your thoughts on Prego. You made a noise.
Well, it's the worst thing you could ever think about is being Prego, right? I mean, you know.
Right.
That could be trending.
Yeah, you don't want to be Preggers.
Preggers.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about
No, the spaghetti sauce.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I hear you. That's a scary word.
It's a scary word.
For a lot of dudes.
It is.
You got to be careful. Relax. This is about spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, what are your thoughts?
I hate Prego because it's got too much in it. It's got mushrooms, peppers, onions, and all that.
Okay.
I don't need all that.
I think there's different kinds. Like in this video, it's just traditional Prego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think hardcore, like Italian people who are like really like, oh, that's not how my grandma makes it. They don't like this store-bought stuff.
They don't,
because they're old school. They got an Italian grandma who sits there and makes it themselves. So they laugh at this. Although I got no problem with Prego, but I don't know why it's trending.
Why is it trending?
I'm like, why are we talking about Prego? And here's why. This person made one of them viral videos. Life hack, right? So they were trying to do a life hack. You know what a life hack is, right?
Yeah.
You know, like how to do something quicker and better than you always thought you were doing it wrong this whole time. Yeah. Prego goes viral after someone makes a life hack video on how to make spaghetti for a large crowd. And we're going to need to play the audio, Alan. But let's watch this, and I want you to watch this and listen. Here's what they did. Okay, right out the gate, we're going, okay, well, she's spilling it.
Right on the countertop.
On the countertop.
All my friends are coming over. This is the easiest way to make spaghetti for a crowd. And it's fun. It's all just right in front of you. You don't have to worry about dishes or a mess or anything like that.
It's on your countertop.
Yeah, this is how it works.
But it's all over your counter.
Then the next step is
all right.
You need a meatball. Let's meet the ball.
Okay, slightly racist.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's racist now.
Oh,
but look, she is
gosh.
not using dishes. She's not
And you've
using.
done this before.
Oh yeah.
She's putting it right on the counter.
Smokes.
The sauce,
This is
the
so
meatballs.
cool.
She goes on to
To
put
feed a ton of people.
Parmesan cheese,
So that's
Cheese.
Parmesan.
and then
cheese?
the spaghetti comes out and puts it on top
You
of that.
just go on a
That's good.
straight
Out. You can turn
line.
it down.
Yeah.
And she puts the noodles on it and just starts mixing it up. And
On the counter.
and you're supposed to just walk over and pick it up with your finger. I don't see knives or forks. But this went viral because people are like, what do you mean you just put it on the countertop? So this is what's trending. People are going nuts that she's thinking this is a better way to serve this to a large crowd. And I'm like, I was confused because I'm like, there's no way that she's serious here, right? Like, this can't be for real. Number one, most countertops are nasty, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you clean them regularly, but still, do you want to eat off of it? What do you think of this?
Does she have cats?
I don't know. That's a
She
good
has
question.
cats.
These are questions. You know, a lot of people want to know, do you have cats?
This is the question I would want.
Because that would be a disgusting
Detailed
countertop
top.
to eat off of.
Yeah.
And then she goes, this is how you avoid doing dishes. I'm like, that's how much she hates doing dishes. It's like she's just you're gonna eat right off the countertop. That's disgusting and nasty.
This is my girl though.
She's like, I don't want to do dishes. Boy, who's gonna clean that up? You gotta clean that at some point.
I'll be honest.
Please.
I'll cut my pineapple up on the countertop
Okay.
and leave it on the countertop. I'll cut my lemon, limes all up on the
Fine.
countertop.
That's easy to clean. But if she's just trying to avoid doing dishes, this is just one gigantic dish. I mean, like that countertop, she's not going to get on her hands and knees and start licking it off, is she? I need to see that video.
That's on the different. It's not on Twitter.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's a different channel.
Yeah, it's a different channel. Link in the bottom.
Yeah. But I was thinking, like, what if this is some sort of secret commercial? And I guess it's not because they would have put it at the end for, like, you know, a cleaning product. Like, what if, 409 quietly made this lady like, I want you to just ruin your countertop. And then people are going to be like, well, why do you clean it? We're going to Clorox bleach
You're
wipes.
thinking Prego and 409 went into collaboration.
I mean, I feel
Like,
like
you're
this is
both
the
getting something out
new
of
way
it.
to sell
Yeah, it's product
secretly
placement.
put in
Yeah.
things. But I didn't see any 409, so it's
I
probably
wonder
not.
what you cleaned it with. Fabuloso?
Right? Could have been Fabuloso.
Hmm.
What is that?
You don't know that.
I just went with it.
Okay.
Fabulous? It sounds fabulous. What is that? What is Fabuloso?
Fabuloso is typically what our urban friends use.
Okay.
A lot of people don't use
To do what?
clean perfect.
Oh, why can I buy this?
You could. I'll
never-
buy it.
Where do you get such product?
You get it anyway.
Is it right next to the 409?
Right next?
I gotta start looking
You're
around
buying
more.
Mr. Clean.
I am.
All right.
Yeah, and he's white.
He's
and
white,
he's bald.
bald-headed
He's wearing
man.
all white.
He don't do the job, sir. Fabuloso does the job.
I ain't against it.
I'm sure we'll get some comments on
I
that.
just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
What about you guys at home? Do you know about Fabuloso? Is he saying it right?
Well, I'm saying it.
Fabulous. Ooh.
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso. Okay. Well, I want to know. Do you use Fabuloso? What do you think of this? This is crazy, right? Isaiah, have you ever just eaten off the countertop like that?
No. Mm-mm.
I
My
don't
mom would
believe
whip
you.
me for that.
Oh, that I believe.
You haven't been to college, sir.
But somebody commented and said, I'm Italian and I'm offended.
Thank you. I told you. I told you.
Italian people will get offended.
Well, for many reasons. Number one, Prego
Prego
is offensive because they're like, no, we don't do the store bought. Secondly, she goes, I meet the ball, like she did an Italian thing in the beginning of
That'll
this.
get you killed. That'll get you
I
knocked
watch
off.
little things like that. It doesn't offend me. I'm not Italian. But I know that some people are going to get offended by that.
That'll get her killed.
Well, guess what? It's going viral. And that's what people are talking about. It was a segment, ooh, it's the best trends. All right, let's move on, dude. We got a lot of show to do. We got residual checks right here.
I can't wait.
Dude, I've got it was
You got a
17,
lot.
16 residual checks that just keep coming. And so I thought I would make a game out of this. Now, I think the Alan Jackson may or may not have put a phone number up at the bottom of the screen. Yes. Call that number. Start calling that, because at random, here in a minute, after I open this and I tell you what it's for and these guys guess, you're going to call in. You're going to make a guess. And 4 people are going to get on the show. And whoever gets the closest to the amount wins the check. Gassy today. I will send this check to you in the mail. So just know that. So here's what we did. We made a game out of it. I did some acting in my day. I've done some adult films I'm proud of. They're out there, dude.
Hickory Sticks.
Hickory Stick was a big one. Sitcoms, commercials, movies, and they have to pay you when they air them. They're called residual checks. It's from the Screen Actors Guild, right? So we made a game out of it. I'm going to open the check. I'm going to tell you what it's for, and we'll take some in-house guesses. And while we're doing the in-house guessing, that's when you pay attention to my face. You know, I'll give you nonverbal clues as to who's got the closest in-house. Then we open the phone lines. Then you give me an educated guess. It's a game that we like to call How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check?
All right, let's pick one.
All right, look,
There's a lot to pick from.
I got a lot of these bad boys.
Can I close my eyes and do it this time?
I won't even look at you. You just grab one. Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Residual check. I'm going to open it down here where you can't see the amount because you
I've got good eyes. I've got good eyes.
And we're going to open it up, and I'm going to tell you what this is for, and we'll get to playing. Don't forget, we're going to eat Vegemite here in a little bit. Ooh, all right. I get a lot of these.
Oh,
A lot of checks from Eastbound and Down. I did the last season of Eastbound and Down. I did 4 episodes, and so I don't know. I get a lot. I think a lot of these are that. This is chapter 23 of Eastbound and Down, HBO. This is for pay TV and video and DVD. One check. Hang on, let me double check the tax part. Okay. And
chapter 23, Michael Jordan's chapter.
Right. Best of all time.
Best of all time.
Or is
It's
he?
going to be. Yes, he
Debatable.
is. Let's don't
Not
fight
for
about
us.
it tonight.
I think he is.
Yes.
So that, I don't know, does that weigh in here?
Pay TV.
Pay TV, video and DVD. One check. Sebastian. How much is Christmas?
$9.
Okay. Keep going. You already said 9.
And 87 cents.
Look, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Terrible. Like Charles Barkley would say, terrible.
He would. Yeah, it's not
It's
that.
not terrible.
Okay, you're locked in. $9 and what?
87 cents.
87. All right, let's go with one of the interns back here. Mark, I'm going to start with you. I don't think you've ever. Have you played this game?
No, sir. I'm usually the runner.
Are you excited?
Whoa.
Yeah. Well then, you heard Sean's guess. How about you make a guess, Mark? How much is Crash, Sean?
I'm going to go with $8.76.
76.
Oh, good, Mark. Good.
He went $1 lower than you. Okay. Let's go with Isaiah back here. Isaiah, how much you guys say?
$8.53.
Okay, went a little lower.
A little lower.
No. Huh? No. What? It's weird. Sounds like I'm saying something. All right. The Alan Jackson, do we have people in the bullpen? Yes, we do. All right, so the Alan Jackson's going to pick a caller at random. We're going to talk to you, and we're going to find out if you could do better than these dudes. Don't be as optimistic as them. All right, Alan, you tell me when someone's on the horn, and I will introduce them to the world. John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
Hey, John. You got another John called John Hincher.
John, what's your last name?
Hincher, like Doberman Pinscher, but with an H.
With a H. Hincher.
Hincher.
Jon Hencher.
Right.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Jon Hencher. That sounds like a cool spy novel from the 80s. Like it would have been next to the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Jon Hencher. Right?
Yeah.
Just another crazy musician.
Where are you from? Where are you calling from?
Winston-Salem.
Oh, not too far from here. Am I doing something in Winston-Salem? No, but I do have a show in Hickory coming up. I hope you can make it, buddy. June 7th.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, John. So what you said, musician?
Yep.
What? Tell us about that.
About 50 years worth of singing guitar.
No kidding. What's some of your? Do you have some originals?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I studied music there in your hometown of Hickory at Lenore Ryan.
Lenore Bears.
Go Bears!
Yep.
Wow. Well, give us a sample. I'm putting you on the spot, but you got your guitar nearby. Give us a sample of your music, Jon Hencher.
Oh, no. It's downstairs.
That's okay. I like the way he's got a Virginia accent because he's doing that thing with the O's. Oh, no. Oh, home phone. They say phone and home. Yeah. Are you from Virginia originally?
No.
Okay.
Winston-Salem.
Well, that's, closer to Virginia.
I lived in Lenore for about 32 years. Does that count?
Oh, that's not
Don't hold it
Lenore
against
at
me.
all.
That's,
I don't think, no, Lenore's not that. Lenore, they talk like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, Lenore's way more country than ish.
yeah.
I worked in Lenore. I worked at a Goodyear in Lenore, right next to the Tasty Freeze. You know what that is? Morganton Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a real Lenore boy then.
Yeah, that's testing him. Jon Hencher, how much
Yes, sir.
is the Screen Actors Guild residual check?
It's $4.87.
Oh, good guess. Better than anybody so far. Jon Hencher, so far you're winning, but you're the only one
All right.
Who's guessed?
this guess that
Of
counts.
course.
Put him on hold, the Alan Jackson. Let's go to another caller and let's see if someone else can get closer. You know what I'm saying? This will be number 2. Yep, you are on the show with John Reap. Who am I talking to?
This is Irma.
Say again?
Irma.
Karma? Irma. You called in last week.
I did.
Good to hear you again. I forgot where you're from, Irma.
Asheville.
That's right.
Asheville.
Just up the mountain, looking after the Biltmore House.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't know if she does that. Every time I hear Asheville, I think Biltmore House, craft brews, and hills. I forgot, Irma. What do you do?
I work for Taco Electronics.
What do you know about Taco Electronics?
Very good. They make taco cars back in the day.
Yeah.
No?
Taco Bells.
Taco
Bells.
Bells.
Shells.
Yeah.
No, Irma, thanks for calling back in. Have you been watching me live?
I have.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
No, I have not.
Well, you want to stay tuned for the whole show because we're going to eat it at the end. But until then, Irma, how much is the Screen Actors Guild residual check?
I'm going to go with $2.29.
$2.29. She went a little lower than the Hencher. And I did say be pessimistic.
Not that business? No?
Too pessimistic. Keep her on hold, the Alan Jackson. We got 2 more calls. And I'm not going to reveal any more secrets. I mean, you're watching the poker face or you're not. The Alan Jackson, let's go to the penultimate. And let's get this person. You're on the show right now with John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Jesse Joe Jim Bob. How you doing, John?
Hang on a minute. All right, here's a game I like to play at my shows, right? The game is, I don't know what you said, but here's what I heard. So I'm not sure what he said, but I think he said Jesse Joe Jim Bob.
That's what I got.
Is that what you got? You're choked up. Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
He means the world to me. That's
Jesse Joe Jim Bob. You got 4 names?
first names.
Is that all your first name?
Oh, that's what my grandpa always called me.
All of them?
Well, I only have one that I really talked to. The other one, he's dead.
When I said all of them, I didn't mean all 2 of your grandparents. I meant all of your
4
names.
names.
Did he call you all 4 names?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 4 J's.
Every
4
time.
J's.
Wait, say it again.
Jesse Joe Jim Bob.
Oh, that's right.
Jesse, Joe, Jim Bob. 4 J's.
What's your last name?
4 J's, 3 J's. Jesse Silva
Joe,
from Athens,
Jim.
Georgia.
Wait, is
That's
Jim
right.
Bob one name?
Sure. Why not?
He's making up stuff. I like it. I like when people do this.
Jim Robert.
See, I would do this too if I
Yeah.
were people. I would call in and make up stuff and have fun. And I don't hate on it. I think it's great. Jesse Joe Jim Bob, where are you calling in from and what do you do?
South Point, Ohio. I ain't doing very much, man. I'm disabled, so I'm watching you.
I hear you. OH.
Oh, yeah. I
That was me testing Jesse Joe Jim Bob, see if he's really from Ohio. As soon as you say OH, they go, I-O. It took him a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I trust
Well,
this
from
guy.
Athens, Georgia.
Transplant.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So 1 minute,
That's 10
1
years in
minute,
Monterey, California.
1 minute he's from Ohio. The next minute he's from Athens, Georgia. Who's the real Jesse Joe Jim
I'm
Bob?
located in the Ohio,
I got you.
but I'm from the GA.
Okay. Thank you for watching Jesse Joe Jim Bob #1. I appreciate you, and I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you will rate, review, subscribe, and share, and tell all your friends.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. All right. You ever watch Eastbound and Down on HBO?
Oh, yeah, all the time. But I missed that 3rd season you're in, so I gotta look that
I
up.
played a character named Jed Forney. I didn't have the beard. I was an ex-NASCAR champion. Speaking of NASCAR, Hickory Speedway this weekend. And, yeah, it's good. You should watch the very last season. I think it's the 4th season. I think they did. It's the last one. Watch that one. It's the poster behind me. Anyway, Jesse, Joe, Jim, Bob, how much is this Screen Actors Guild residual? Check.
Oh, man, that's got to be like $1.32.
Now, I did say go pessimistic.
You win.
People went way down because, see, last week the check was 44
Well, Irma
cents.
said $2.42, right?
Yeah, she did.
Check was 44 cents.
Last week, 44 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
So
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got 2 cents one time.
from what?
A residual. I don't even know which one it was for. I worked on so many.
Give us some, please. Give me some examples.
Well, they changed. You know how they'll come out with the name of the show, and then after production and everything, they might change it because somebody didn't like it.
It's called a working title.
The name's always changed. Yeah,
Yeah.
the working title.
He's not wrong about that.
Yeah, I did a lot. I started off doing the blue collar comedy in Athens, Georgia.
Oh, right, when they had the TV show.
Yeah, and then the writer's strike happened in L.A. and whatnot, and everybody came to Georgia, and they started filming like crazy.
Well, okay, so for real, if I wanted to look you up and I go to IMDb, do I type in Jesse Joe
you wouldn't
Jim
find
Bob?
me. I did, no, name's Jesse Silva, but I did extras casting. I did extra work and I did extras casting.
Yeah.
Agent.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. I did some extra work. I was in the fight scene of the movie Ali. You will never see me, but I was there. All right, Deanna Jackson, put him on hold. We got one more caller to do, and we're going to find out who's the grand champion of this episode, this edition of Screen Actors Guild Residual Check. Everyone wants to know, what's it like working in show business? You must get all that money rolling in all the time. I sure do.
Ooh.
It comes in nickels and dimes. Deanna Jackson, let me know when you got him on hold. Yeah, righty. You are the final caller of this episode of Country-ish. Hi, John Rapier. Who am I talking to?
Rolling in all the time.
Kim.
Oh, boy.
It comes in nickels and dimes.
Oh, I'm hearing me.
Yeah.
So I think you're watching me live right now on maybe your phone or a laptop. Go ahead and hit mute on that and then talk to me now.
Okay, hang on there a minute, John, and I'll get it fixed up here.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. I'm rooting for this guy.
Got you.
All righty. Who am I talking to?
Kim from Columbia Falls, Montana.
Kim, hey, didn't you win one time?
Yeah, couple weeks ago I did.
Kim.
I'm not cashing it. I'm keeping it and hanging it on the wall, my friend.
All right. So look, we have a previous winner calling into the show. Former champion. From where did he say he's from? Montana. Yeah. So I mailed him the check. Kim, tell everyone that I actually do what I say I'm going to do.
You do. I got my check and it's sitting right here. I look at it just about every day just to think when I'm going to need that $10.
Yeah, $10, right? That was a big one.
You got any gas out there in Montana?
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about the gas.
Trade you some gas for some checks.
Yeah, we need gas on this side of the country.
Jon Sebastian, I got him by 1 inch.
Oh, what do you mean?
Which way?
Did you look up his dress?
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
6'8". Oh boy, that's a big gap.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kim. Now I didn't even. I'm glad you called back in because I didn't ask you this last time. Have you ever heard of the Johnny Cash song "A Boy Named Sue"?
Yes, I have. And when I got to tell you a story, when I went to college, they gave me a scholarship, for basketball. So I went to college, and when I got there, they put me in the girls' dorm because I thought my name was Kim, and I thought I was a girl. And there was 700 girls in that dorm, and I was like, this is going to be good college.
Yes, sir.
Good for you, Kim. Now, I forgot, is it spelled Kim?
Yeah. Yep.
Why?
Is that short for Kimberly?
No, it's just plain Kim. I guess my dad had a friend of his was in a Korean War hero or something. His name was Kim, so he named me after him.
Well, that makes sense. That's why I asked the tough questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I feel like there should be a new Johnny Cash song called Boy Named Kim. And okay, listen. Hey, Hensher, you're a musician. You like to write songs. I need a Johnny Cash version or a sound-alike for our fellow bumpkin here, Mr. Kim. It's called A Boy Named Kim. Get on it. All right, Kim, how much is this Screen Actors Guild residual check?
I'm going to go for $4.16.
All righty. Lock him in.
Wow.
$4.16. Mark, the intern, is running in here to take the check. He's going to hand it to the Alan Jackson. The Alan Jackson will crunch the numbers, and we're going to reveal how much this check is and who the winner is. Everyone's excited. Everyone's on hold. What are they saying, Isaiah, in the comments section? Are you with us?
Yeah.
To get into the mic and tell me what they're saying. Do you have anything ready to go? I like how you're always ready on the ball anytime I ask. Too late. All right, the Alan Jackson. I've gotten the check back from Mark. Have you crunched the numbers?
Yes, we have.
He has crunched the numbers. We have a winner.
We do have a winner. I will bring them into the mix here.
All righty. I can't really hear you, but I can kind of hear you through the glass, so it's okay. He's going to bring the winner into the bullpen.
All right, the winner is on the phone right now.
All right. All righty. Who is this?
Hey, John. It's John. I'm a musician again. I'm working on that song already.
John Hensher, you won. So now you are obligated to write A Boy Named Kim, and we will debut it right here on Country-ish.
Absolutely.
Boom.
I'll go to work on it this evening.
I love it. Man, that's going to make Kim happy. That's going to make us happy. And this is how we grow, man. We reach out.
Right.
I know there's talented people watching this, and I know a lot of them ain't working. By the way, get back to work.
Yep.
They're looking for people. I see now hiring signs everywhere. So please get back to work so I can afford gas.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hansher, you're on it. I like it. Now, what was your guess?
Well, I was working on the song. I think it might have been 287. I think.
No. John Hensher's guess was 487.
Oh, 4 something. Yeah, I was close.
Don't worry, you already won. But we will remind you.
All right.
Your guess was $4.87. You were just a little off by $1 and some change. The actual amount is $5.98. John Hencher.
All right.
What are you going to do with all that cash?
I'm going to buy me a new box of pencils so I can write the song.
Yes! I love it. Here it is. In case anyone doubts me, I'm going to put my finger next to the amount. I'm going to hold it up to the camera, and maybe y'all can see that. Maybe you can't. That right there is the check.
Oh, I can see it from here.
So all you people who always are thinking, what's it like living in Tinseltown and working in show business? That's it right there. $5.98. Jealous?
Sounds like my last check.
Well, let's help each other, me and you and all my listeners. I appreciate you all watching. Don't forget to hit the share button. All right, that's how we grow. You sharing it, you talking about it, word of mouth, grassroots. That's how we do. That's country-ish. So do that, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Oh, Hencher, to get your check, go to countryish.com. Go to the contact page and then send me an email with your address from there. That's how I get your info, and I will mail this to you. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, John Reap here, and I want you to go cruising with me. Not in our cars, but on a ship. Yeah, let's take a ship together. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11 this year. We leave out of Port Canaveral, Florida. We go to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're going to Nassau, and it's 5 days, baby. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing karaoke, and I'm doing stand-up comedy, and we're even doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga. So get on the boat with me. Go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, and this is the t-shirt you get. Isn't that something? I'll see you on the boat. Hey there, are you a business owner? Do you have a product that you're trying to sell? Well, maybe I could help you. I've got over 350,000 followers across all my social media, and every episode of Country-ish we do gets thousands of views. So if you have a product that you want me to try on the show or to talk about, go to countryish.com, click on sponsorship, and maybe your stuff could be right here on my stuff. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a Country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee, very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. All righty, thank you for staying tuned. We got a lot of show to do. We got Vegemite. We're going to try at the end of the show. Hilarious small town news story about an emotional support pig. And a very funny Chris Porter. We're going to talk to him in a minute whenever he zooms in. I'm not sure when he's coming, but whenever he's ready, we're going to talk to Chris Porter, a very funny guy that was on Last Comic Standing, Mini Comedy Central specials. But this next part always kind of, I get nervous about this because you're a big dude and I don't want to upset you. I know at any moment that long reach you got, you could, without moving, you could punch me in the face without moving your feet. And you got big ass hands, and I don't want to upset you, but I hope you will appreciate my honesty. I don't just do this podcast. I do another podcast with a comedian named Jon Sebastian, and I've been doing it every Monday night. And it's still going on. I have not went back to counseling. It's like I've given up and trying to fight it. I'm going to keep doing them. And I just hope that you could come to terms with it. You know what I mean?
Keep doing it. Just do what you're going to do. You're going to do what you want to do anyway.
Right.
You want me to eat your little Vegemite? Mm-hmm. Wear your little yoga pants to perform?
Right. You've done a lot.
I've done a lot. What's Efren doing? Oh, he's sitting up in Michigan.
Well, he's coming to Hickory.
Oh, I can't wait.
Are you going to come to the show?
Oh, I'll be there.
You know when it is?
Yeah, it's June 7th.
Yeah. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, at the main cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the main cellar, they have a nice deep cellar at the main.
What are you saying? Look,
maybe
just think about it.
Maybe he won't be on the next show after that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting a little nervous. I need to talk to him. While I do that, why don't you check out this clip of me and John Heffron trying to figure out what we're going to call the Heffron and Reap tour. Check this out, and let me work this out with you. Just check this out. Hey, look, go get a beer. We got plenty of beer.
So there's a lot of comics that we know that have tours, and they name their tours, and they go out on them. Now, there's also comics who name their tours, and they're only doing clubs, but they still name their tour. I kind of have a feeling about that. I think that's cheating a little and seems a little desperate when you name your club tour. Does that make sense? Or am I old school? Should I let it go?
I have never named a tour ever.
Either have I.
I don't even know if I've toured. I just go places and come back home.
Dude, I had an agent.
But we all say tour, don't we?
I had but I had an agent that told me you should name this is the key to my success that I didn't listen to. He told me I should name my tour. The key is you either say the tour name is what I'm trying to say, is you either say what you're doing or what other people are doing. Right. So we would be like Heffron and Reap. What do some people do? We open doors for ladies. Right. Because then the whole bit is why don't we go hold doors for ladies? Like that's what a tour is. Like your tour name is probably
so it's gonna be something just basic. Heffron and Reap with hats.
That's what I mean. Like literally, Heffron and Reap perform in hats could be the name of our tour, and it would solve me ever having to.
Oh, instead of hats off, hats on. You know, people go like hats off to you.
Hats off.
Hats on.
Heffron and Reap hats on. Hats off.
Hats on.
Hats on. What are people saying? I can't read. Like, but
the Jon and Jon swap tour is another one. Someone says Melissa Jones, the Jon and Jon swap tour.
But we'd only if we did rip it off tour.
I like that one, Shane. Rip off the mask. Yeah,
deep fried. I like that.
Deep fried and alive.
It's the deep fried. You guys ready for the deep fried and alive tour?
Deep fried would make sense for me. You know, because people think of me Southern, you know, fried. I had a show called Fried. My podcast before Countryish, I call it Fried. So that might be associated more towards me. Are you the alive part? Am I dead?
I don't want to yet. I don't think either of us should be alive or dead.
Varsity dudes, I'm kind of liking it. Look, you played varsity probably when you were, did you start varsity before your junior?
I grew into this body.
You grew into it.
Yeah.
So, but the word varsity, what does that imply to you?
It means the next step up, level up.
Right, yeah. And that's how me and Heffron, we look at ourselves. We're varsity.
Well,
in terms of comedians and podcasting and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're thinking varsity dudes for the varsity name. I
like it.
Yeah,
not bad.
But the comedian that's supposed to be zooming in soon was also on Last Comic Standing, and he what?
Yeah. He's here
right now.
Yeah.
Look at what time is it, dude? Time has flown by.
I know.
All right, look. Before I introduce him, you know how it is with me and other comedians. I don't want you talking.
Oh.
And I hate saying that because I know it upsets you. But if you don't mind, just let me. Why don't you go have a beer?
I'm gonna
go smoke a cigarette.
I'll call Heffron.
Maybe start smoking. You know, pick up smoking.
Thanks.
We're in the tobacco state. But this guy, very funny comedian. He's had many comedy specials on Comedy Central, Amazon, Netflix. He was on Last Comic Standing the year before me. And let's talk to the very, very funny Chris Porter.
Take another look and tell me that I had dinner with some friends the other night. They said, we're having our first baby. I said, well, see you in 2 years. They're like, what? I said, yeah, man. When you have your first baby, to your friends that don't have babies, you died. You're dead now. You're like a weird ghost I talk to on the phone sometimes. That first 6 months after you have a baby, you can't go out. You're stuck in your house. You have an infant. It's a 24-hour-a-day deal. I get it. You want me to come over? Not gonna happen. Chris, you gotta come over and see the baby. First off, I have Instagram. Trust me, I've seen your baby. As a matter of fact, if you don't find something else to take a picture of real soon, you're gonna lose a follower.
And here he is right now, the very funny, very talented Mr. Chris Porter. How are you?
I'm good, bud. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How's life been for you since this? Have you been able to tour at all? Are you been trapped in L.A.?
I've been on the road pretty steady since October.
Oh, good.
Obviously, the first few months were tough. I had to learn how to cook and do all those, those sorts of things.
I was watching one of your clips, and I didn't know that you hated pickles so much.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm anything dill, really. Mustard, horseradish. It's the devil's lettuce, I think.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I did not like pickles. And then as I got older, you try things and you go back for it. I didn't like pimento cheese. Now I love pimento cheese and I love pickles. But you know what? I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on coleslaw?
No, I'm out. I'm anti-slaw.
Yeah.
If you're asking me. Yeah, I don't. It comes on a lot of barbecue, which I love barbecue, but I don't put slaw on sandwich.
Thank you. I agree with this 100% because slaw is one of the hardest things to knock off of a sandwich.
Yeah.
Because if it's a pickle, I could pick up a pickle at least and pick it up and do that. But slaw is all chopped up with that cabbage. I don't like cabbage.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm like, you know what happened to me one time? Someone put onions in the burger, like in the patty.
Right.
I was furious. Like I was like, who does that? Like, because onions are 50-50 tops. Tops are 50.
What is your perfect burger then? What's on it?
To be fair, when it comes to burgers, I'm an 8-year-old kid. It's burger, cheese, bacon, ketchup. We're done.
Okay. Okay. You and John Heffron are almost identical in that. I mean, you guys both have the palates of 8-year-olds, which, you know what you like, you stick with it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not like I don't try to eat vegetables. I've tried over and over again. Like, it sucks on dates to be like, when you go to order and you're like, no veggies, and they're like, what? You have to be like, I promise this is the weirdest thing about me, which it totally isn't. Right. But, you got to do what you got to do. So, but that being said, I wish I could eat vegetables. But as soon as they get in my mouth, it's like an instant gag reflex. It's bad.
Well, I mean, whatever you're doing is paying off. You look healthy. I've never seen you out of shape. What are you doing? I mean, is it just that? I mean, you're not doing vegetables. You must be doing something else.
I do. I mean, I only mentioned it because you brought it up, but I do CrossFit.
My brother does CrossFit. I started to dabble into it a little bit, and then I couldn't take my brother yelling at me anymore. And I mean, he's good at it, and it is a great workout. Do you do it? Are you religious about it?
I do it every day that I'm in town here in Los Angeles. So I do it about 3 times a week.
Oh, wow, man. I just started doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that? It's called
No.
Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler. started his own little workout thing, and it's a lot of yoga involved.
So this is a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
I thought you were walking into a bit.
No, that's what I know. It totally sounds like it, right?
I was like, all right, I'll set you up. Oh, really?
Go on.
Yeah.
No, it's a real thing, dude. Because I mean, the thing that I need the most, because I'm like I'm not a tall, limber dude. I'm sort of short, stocky, I guess. I am not flexible at all. And the one thing that I just want to be able to tie my shoes and not grunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So,
yeah.
Well, that's great, man. So that's what you've been doing. I'm curious. I also have to apologize to you because, and I mentioned this on Bert Kreischer's podcast, because I think the last time, I know you probably don't even think of this. It's probably not even in your head. But I don't like upsetting people or hurting people's feelings. And I called you Josh by accident at the Comedy Store. I was hammered. In my own defense, I was already talking to some other dudes about Last Comic Standing, and your season, Josh Blue, was on your season.
And he won it,
right, and we're talking, and then you walk up, a guy from the same season, and I went, I just said, Josh!
Yeah. Buddy, you are not the first person to do that by a country mile. So
really? With that same name?
No, with Josh. Oh, I remember one time I was in Atlanta. This was right after the season aired. It was like the summer after. And I was walking down one of the Peachtree streets in Atlanta.
Yeah, right, there's 1,000.
And this car stopped, like locked up its brakes, rolled down the window, and they're like, Josh Blue! And I look over, and their face just drops, and they're like, oh, no, it's the other guy.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't take offense to that at all. So no harm.
Thank you. And I knew you probably didn't even give two thoughts about it, but like when it happened, the guy standing next to me that I was talking to, another comedian, like he didn't just let it go. He goes, did you just call him Josh? Like he made it worse. And I'm like, what? Huh? But I feel like crap. But so thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worry.
Yeah. It's really been bugging me for a long time, to be honest with you.
No, I didn't even think, give it a sec. I don't even remember it happening, to be fair.
See, that's what I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but
good.
I'm the same way. If I think I've slighted someone in the least, the next time I see them, I'm like, hey, can we talk for a hot second? And they're just like, yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, you psycho.
Right. That's how narcissist I am, is that you've been thinking about it this whole time.
Yeah. My opinion means so much to him.
I was watching another one of your, and I love your stand-up, by the way. I've known you for a long time. I don't know what bit this was, what special it was on, but the sun is bullshit.
Oh, that was on A Man from Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would look that up too. And I as a ginger, I do believe that the sun is bullshit. I do not like that the sun tries to kill me every time I walk outdoors. But there's a lot of that going on, huh? These weird conspiracy theory type people. When you start, and is that how you discovered that? You just typed in the sun?
I just typed in ridiculous. I just literally sat at my computer and typed in ridiculous things that people might believe that they shouldn't.
Right.
And the sun is bullshit is one of them. And the fact that stuff came up was just absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
And so, but it is true. I mean, the internet, people just read it and they think that it's factual. I think that's become very prevalent, especially during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I tweeted the other day, like the internet will literally tell you whatever you want it to.
Right.
And
that's
like,
true.
I think like if you, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think that's why TikTok is one of these apps that's taken off, because its algorithm is catering itself to what you like, what you watch longer. And so in that millisecond that you're not finished with that one, it knows what the next one's going to be. And before you know it, it's figured you out. It's like have you seen that docuseries on Netflix?
What is that? The Social Dilemma or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I have not seen it. And I haven't watched it for the same reason I don't watch the food documentaries. It's like, baby, I don't want to watch how the hot dog's getting made. Like, let me just live it. Let me enjoy the cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a problem. We all know it's a problem. No, I haven't seen it. But I just, we're comics. So I think just by trade, we're a little more educated, a little more intelligent. Like it's just, I think just stats say that. But it's, there's a lot of people that aren't that smart and they just think that if it's on YouTube that someone obviously fact checked it, especially older folk, because they grew up watching the news. And if it was on TV, it was absolutely true.
Right.
And now their TV's on their, there's no separation between TV and computer. So like I was on a plane the other day and he goes, I finally found a news source that's no bias and it's completely factual and it's called Newsmax. And I was just like,
what is I don't even know what Newsmax is.
It's like the most right wing. It's where all the Trumpers went when Fox News stopped telling them what they wanted to hear.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right.
So, but he's just an older white dude that doesn't know any different. And Newsmax is telling him exactly what he wants to hear.
Right.
And he's like, oh, well, here's the news.
Yeah, there's another great docuseries. I think it might be on. I mean, that's all I do is watch docuseries or documentaries. I love that kind of stuff. And there was one. I think it's on Netflix. It's about Q, that QAnon. That whole thing. That they find out. Someone's going to tell me that this information is fake as well. But they go find out who the guy is that started 4chan and all these weird. And you go down some rabbit holes on it. It's interesting to see the people behind it and how they're just like, oh yeah, we were just having fun.
Yeah,
just having a goof. But it's just some weird rich millionaire who I think started the 4chan or 8chan or whatever. But if you want to go down a good rabbit hole, watch that one. I think you'll like it.
If you want to watch just a straight up creepy documentary,
I do.
Get on Amazon Prime, I think, and it's called Tickled.
Okay, continue.
It's about quote unquote competitive tickling games.
I love it already.
And it's like the whole time you're like, this is kind of dark and creepy and a little homosexual. But the whole time, and the guy in the documentary, the documentarian, is a gay man from New Zealand. And he's like trying to interview the people that run this whole thing. And they're calling him all kinds of names up and down the list for being homosexual.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, how can you be making fun of me and you're doing that? But it's like it's one of those documentaries where like the whole time you're going, no way.
Right.
No way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. I needed that because I'm almost out of good, interesting docuseries to watch. I mean, the Tiger King was great. I watched that one.
Reasons.
I accidentally watched that whole thing with my mom, which is weird, but she was into it. I didn't know. Yeah.
Now we're the same age. Do you just watch The Last Dance over and over again? Like
oh my God. Believe me, I've wanted to go back to it many times when I'm looking for something new to watch and I see it's like, it's right there. I'm like, I mean, I could do this again. It's great.
Yeah. Like late at night, I'll just be like, oh, I don't want to think about anything.
Yeah.
But I need to watch something. I'll be like, The Last Dance. And then it'll start like a 10-day just marathon if that's how I go to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Same here. I love that docuseries because Michael Jordan, I mean, when we come up watching Michael Jordan, he was like the hero. Still is. But he was kind of we didn't know that he was kind of an a-hole.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I loved about that documentary is that he was like, people did think I was a dick, but I also won 6 championships because of it.
Yeah.
So,
and you've got 2 specials out right now that people can watch on, I believe, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Everything but Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same. Yeah, but that's fine. But Amazon Prime for sure. And I think there's my first one's on there too, Screaming from the Cosmos.
Screaming from the Cosmos, Angry and Ugly, a man from Kansas. How many specials have you done?
I've done 3 specials, and then I have a 4th hour that's only audio.
Wow.
It's called Lost and Alone. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Well, where's your next gig, buddy?
Coming up in June, I'll be in San Francisco at Cobb's, June 3rd through 5th.
Great club.
And a great club. And then the next weekend, I'll go back to NorCal to do the Punchline in Sacramento.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Chris Porter, not Josh. And feel free to, I owe you one. So if you ever need a favor out of me, don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, well, anytime, brother. It was great to see you, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Peace.
Peace, buddy.
Take another look and tell me that.
All right, Chris Porter. Love that guy. Naturally talented. You know, some people they're born with a funny gift of gab and sense of humor, and I think he's one of those dudes. Always happy to talk to Chris Porter. Thanks for hanging in there. Hoping that you have hit the share button. That's why I've got the hat. Hopefully you've done that. If you have, thank you. If not, what are you waiting on? Spread the love we got going on here. Alrighty, I think it's time. I can't wait any longer. I've been sitting here staring at this Vegemite, and I think we go ahead and get to it. We'll do the small town news story after this. Small town news story. You want to stick around for that, by the way. Hilarious story. And we got video of a Karen who goes after people who are walking an emotional support pig. Crazy story. We're going to get to that after this. So here's what happened. I did another guy's podcast, comedian, all-around swell guy from Australia, Dan Green. And hell, I'll just let him tell you. Do we have Dan Green that can come in and talk to us about this idea? There he is right now. Hey, buddy.
G'day, John. How you going, mate?
I'm doing well. I'm here with your Vegemite. I did your show. Hey, one of my interns, can you come in here and grab this Vegemite? Because I got a toaster in here, Dan, and we're going to toast up some. We're going to make some toast.
Of course you do.
We're going to make some toast right now, and I'm going to have them working on that while you tell us a little bit about G'daymite and Vegemite.
Mate, I'm an Australian. I live out here in LA now. And during the pandemic, we launched a show called Are You My Vege-mate? Which you came on the other day, where we give American comedians their first crack at the good old Aussie classic, Vegemite.
Yes.
And Vegemite's been around since 1922. It's basically concentrated yeast extract, which is the byproduct of what's left when you finish off making a vat of beer. They scrape off the inside of the barrel, a little bit of celery, a little bit of onions, and there you go. That's what Vegemite is, and it's Australia's national food.
Wow, I didn't know that part of it. I guess I forgot to ask you that part. So it's what's left. So you should love this, Sebastian. You love beer. You're a beer guy.
Yeah.
It's beer on toast, mate. Now, it gets a bad rap because the color is a little on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right? It is black. All right? And here's the thing. In the ingredients is coloring. So I think they actually landed on that color for some reason. I don't actually know why.
Right. Now, so you've been eating this your whole life.
Oh, I had three pieces on toast this morning for breakfast.
Oh my Lord!
So I eat this every day.
How many comedians have you had on? Will you be my Vegemate?
You were number 15.
Okay.
Oh, how many have
pandemic.
died? How many died?
A couple have gone close. There's a couple that don't talk to me anymore, which is a bit of a problem because I work at a comedy club here in LA, so it's got kind of awkward with those ones. But But yeah, there are a couple that like it. I think you, John, you didn't seem to hate it too much.
Right. I was. I don't want to give too much away because I want these guys to try it with an open mind and a fresh palate. That's what I've been doing, Sebastian. You know this about me.
Oh,
I tried coleslaw again.
I got myself a slice ready to go right here.
Right.
Oh.
Can my interns see that?
Yeah.
That's how you should spread it. I put it on too thick when I had mine. You want to see a little bit of the toast underneath the spread. You don't want to put so much on that you can't. How we doing on the toast back there, guys?
I spread way too much.
All right, take another piece of toast.
Way too much is fine. You'll be all right, mate.
Well, use the knife and take it off and put it on another piece of toast, Isaiah.
John, I saw one of your interns eat one of those ghost pepper chips a couple of weeks ago, so they can handle some Vegemite. I don't know what everybody's crying about.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to tell them. It's not what you think it is. But you gave me some good advice, because I asked him, should I get prepared for a sweet or a salty or a sour? He said, think salty.
Oh, okay.
When you look, we're Americans, so when we have toast and we're putting something on it, we're thinking it's a sweet jelly or a jam or a marmalade. This is not that.
John, you should treat it. People should treat it like cocaine. You can always do more, but you can't do less.
Nice, buddy. So tell me, while they're making the toast, I want to know more about your podcast and where people can find it and how long you've been doing it. Give me some details, brother.
Mate, Are You My Vege-mate runs off a Facebook platform called G'day from LA. It's the big G'day. It's 3 A's in G'day because we haven't seen each other in forever from the pandemic, and that's how we greet each other. G'day. The rest of my stuff you can find on Instagram at Dan Green Comedy. That's where I'm running down there. And, we're going to do another Vegemate in about 2 weeks.
And we bumped into each other. The last time I saw you would have been the Laugh Factory in L.A. Am I right?
That's correct. I'm the doorman at the Laugh Factory, yeah.
Yes. You're more than that.
I moved out to L.A. 6 months before the pandemic. Perfect timing to be a stand-up comedian in LA. It's fantastic.
Right. Dude, the timing couldn't have been worse. Grab that there, Sebastian.
Hey.
We got some Vegemite toast.
What are we looking like, Dan? That'll do the trick. That's fantastic.
All right. Now, do you have something to wash it down with?
Am I going to need something to wash this down?
Dude, he's got a Miller Lite beer.
I got yeast on top of yeast here,
Dude,
Dan.
You're double-fisted.
That's the way to go.
Oh, I'll probably have a yeast infection after this.
Sebastian, this is where we find out, mate, are you my Vege-mate?
Oh,
mate?
I think I might be.
Hang on. Before we try it, I want to make sure that all my interns are ready. You got your toast? I can't see it.
I'm still working on it.
Oh, he's okay. So their toast is getting made now. I don't want to bite into this until you guys have your toast ready. Dan, how long you been doing stand-up? How's it going? What are we working on? How's the Laugh Factory?
I've been doing it 3 years, mate. I love it. I was a fixer for 12 years in Houston. So I had to do 12 years of shit kicking basically to get the material. I hope I can say that. Whoops.
No, you can say whatever you want.
To get the material to come out here.
What do you mean by a fixer? What does that mean?
I was the kind of guy who solves problems between 1 and 7 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, I thought you were married. That's what I am. I was a fixer.
No,
I was married.
I was married, but I wasn't home long enough to stay married, unfortunately.
Oh, dude, so this is good material then.
Yeah. You need fires put out between 1 and 7. That was the kind of thing I used to do on the side.
Wow.
It made for some interesting stuff. Yeah.
Hey, so this is great. I want to know more about this. My buddy here, Sebastian, is he's a tall dude, 6'7",
right.
6'6".
That's tall.
It's getting. I like the exaggeration. That's good.
Now,
6'7".
How tall are you, Dan?
I'm 6'3".
6'3". Oh, okay. So you got some height on him. But he's a fixer.
He's a fixer.
So you've never been a fixer.
Well, I was married twice, brother. I've been a fixer all my life. I've been fixing women.
Yeah.
Trust me, John, the Australian accent breaks down barriers at 4 a.m. in the morning. You'd be surprised how many people chill out once you walk through the door with an Australian accent.
Okay, let's talk about that because I got a Southern accent, and when I'm outside of the South, I got to try extra hard to prove I'm not a total idiot. But when I'm in the South,
sometimes I'll land on total idiot if I've got to retrieve somebody from say you end up in a place where Uber doesn't go at 4 o'clock in the morning and you need to get out of there. I'm the kind of guy who will come and get you from that place. Now that means I got to walk into a house where I'm definitely going to be the only Australian in it. And I'll go full crocodile hunter at that point. I'll be like, crikey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm here looking for that French guy in the corner over there who works at the consulate. I'm going to grab him and take him out of here before you guys murder him.
Dude, this is a good friend to have right here. You need a fixer and an Australian.
Everybody needs somebody who picks up the phone at 4 a.m., mate. That's what you need. I had a guy call me the other day. He crashed his car into his own house at 4 a.m., and he just called me to say, what do I do? I said, get off the damn phone and turn the lights out, and call me again in a day and a half. And he called back, and I told him, I said, now is when you call the insurance company and you tell them that you were dodging a cat.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, you like the wolf and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Remember
but
the
not
wolf?
as well dressed.
Yeah. And way taller. All right, all interns, do you have your Vegemite toast? Wow. Okay. So everybody, I'm going to count to 3. And
put it together and do it. Okay.
I like to fold mine because
you're a folder.
I got a tiny mouth.
Oh.
And so it's easier just to get it in there. So on the count of 3, everybody, and don't be shy, take a big old bite, and let's do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad, damn.
Get Isaiah's face.
Damn.
It's strong, isn't it?
It is strong, Tim.
How about that aftertaste?
It's got a lot of aftertaste, Tim.
It's a tad salty. A tad.
The salt's not bad.
I told him I'd eat it.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and finish it now.
And I am. Oh, see, Sebastian, I knew this guy.
You should try the toothpaste. The toothpaste is fantastic.
Toothpaste?
No, I'm just kidding. It's just in a tube. I freaked out there for a minute, though.
Well, I didn't know if you were saying tube paste or toothpaste. Yeah. Wow. So this is strong, and I kind of knew you'd be okay with it because you're like. You're like our version of an Australian.
Yeah.
This dude, he's the kind of guy I'd call at 3 in the morning as well. Oh. And I know he'd come get me. So I feel you and Dan, simpatico, you know what I'm saying?
Sebastian, we have what's called a moral flexibility, mate.
That's great. You do, dude.
Moral flexibility.
See, I call him the Southeastern man of mystery because I don't always know what he's up to, and I don't know if I'm supposed to know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep him in the dark, Sebastian. That's the way to do it, mate.
Yeah, if I don't ask too many questions, I don't know the answer. I can't lie, and I can't snitch. It's just impossible.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I've never enjoyed eating yeast with anyone as much as you.
You can't win a poker game showing 4 of your cards, mate. Don't give it all away.
Let me go to my interns over here. How are we dealing with this? I need some feedback from. Let's go with Isaiah first.
I mean, the aftertaste wasn't the best, but I mean, other than that, it was okay.
Out of on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best thing you've ever had in your life. 1 being not so much. What do we give it?
Well, if it's okay, I'd probably give it a 5.
Ooh.
If it's okay. Look, he's all the way across the country. He's not going to come after you, although he could, and you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Although, where are we? Hickory? Where can I get a plane to Hickory right away?
He's in Hickory.
If you come here, can you please bring some gasoline? We are out of gas. We have no gas left. That's the true thing. Yeah. Mark, how are we dealing with the Vegemite?
I was able to get it down, but that aftertaste, though.
You know what I really want to do, and I know they're not going to do it, but it would make me so happy if Amar and Alan Jackson would take a bite of this. Alan's busy. He's got his hands full. He's doing a lot of stuff. Maybe at the end of the show when we come back from the very last thing we do, possibly. Stay tuned for that. All right, Dan, thank you so much, buddy. You're a good guy.
Mate. John, it was a pleasure, mate. Sebastian, nice to meet you, mate.
You're a trooper.
You're a trooper, buddy. You're an honorary Australian now.
Oh, can't wait. Good eye.
Both of you are. Yeah. Folks, if you want to see John's episode, go to G'day from LA on Facebook. That's where you'll find it. Are You My Vege-mate?
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Dan. I'll talk to you later, buddy. All right.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, boys, I think you got to go ahead and finish the whole piece of toast. Or he might come for you. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, look.
Hey.
I'm not going to be mean to him in front of his face. It's not the best thing I've ever had, but it's not what I thought. Is it what you thought it was going to be?
No, it's not. It's just a lot of aftertaste. I mean, it's like...
That's why I said don't put it on too thick, because you don't need a whole lot.
You'll get a full-blown yeast infection with that.
Yes, you could. You're going to need some penicillin after you eat this. It's very strong.
I feel like rising up right now.
I didn't know about the beer part.
Oh.
That it was like made from that. All right. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
How about you?
I can't wait. Let's do something.
What? Should we move on to the final segment?
I think we should.
You know, there is... Oh, real quick, before we do that. Isaiah. Hi there. You still with us?
Yep.
When you scoot that far back, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Why are you just so far away from the microphone?
I don't know. I just scooted back a little.
I think I got to give him a headset.
Yeah.
I got to give him a headset.
He's mobile. Put him mobile.
So in a recliner.
Yeah.
So that he can just be like this, and I don't. When I talk to him, he don't have to. It takes 30 seconds to get up here with the wheels. You know, we do a thing. We're listener supported, so if you want to help this podcast out, you could go to countryish.com, click on support, and we have a Patreon page. That's what they call the support page, is a Patreon. Many different levels that you could help us out. If you have no money and you want to help us out, which I think sadly is the case for a lot of my fans, and I love them, but I picked the wrong people to fund me. But I love you. But you want to help. Here's what you do. You go to Apple Podcast and you find Country-ish and you give us a 5-star rating and you write a nice review. And in exchange for that, I will read your review and give you a shout out. Well, I'm not going to do it. That's why I got my interns back here. Isaiah, do we have a new iTunes review?
Yes, we have a 5-star iTunes review from Paul Waller.
Okay. I didn't know you can get 3 syllables in Paul.
You can if you're Isaiah.
Paul.
I didn't make Paul 3 syllables.
I didn't make Paul 3 syllables. Are you doing like a referee with his mic cut out? I didn't make Paul 3 syllables.
First down.
Interception.
Yeah, I'm doing your bit.
That's what it sounds like. Okay.
NFL referee.
Yes. Please read the review.
They said, great podcast, and gave it a thumbs up. I heard about it from Bert Kreischer, and I'm so glad I did. It's hilarious, and I look forward to it every week. Great job.
All right. And that guy's name's Paul. Any last names?
Waller.
Paul Waller from Canada. Thank you, Paul Waller. We appreciate you. I need to get a new air horn. Other one's out.
Yep.
So, meep, meep. There it is. All righty. Then, we're going to get to our final segment. We've got... there's a lot of negative things that are going on in the news, politics, pandemics. Like I said before, we try to stay away from that. I like to find the stories that are falling through the nooks and the crannies. Yes, and I have a friend named Justin Clyde who wrote a song about it. And he can tell you what this idea is all about.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
Alrighty then, I love this, and we got a video with it. Sometimes, the video says it all. But I'll read you a little bit, and we'll watch it. You know what a Karen is.
Say...
A Karen. No, say it without saying it.
A woman.
Should I say it?
Yeah.
Do you know, though?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would think a Karen is typically a overprivileged white woman.
Yes. It seems to be to me a middle-aged or up female who likes to enforce the rules
on everybody else.
Yeah. Like a stickler, always coming over and getting in your business.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. And so that's what a Karen is. But they don't always have to be a color, but they do seem to be a lot of white ones. That's for sure. So here's a great story, and I'm not even sure where this is from. It didn't say. A local Karen spots a woman taking her emotional support pig on a walk and loses it. Now, what are your thoughts on emotional support pets?
I could be on Karen's side on this.
See, that's where I'm going back and forth on this story.
I could be with Karen on this. I haven't heard the story, but I could be with Karen.
Yeah. I think the need for emotional support pets is getting a little out of control.
Yeah.
People are taking advantage of it.
I think they are.
Just to have an exotic pet.
Yeah.
You know, a dog is perfect.
Okay.
Like if it's up to me, dog, cat, that's all you get.
Yeah. No pigs.
No more lizards, no more mouse, no more birds, no more snakes. You get a dog or a cat or both, that's it. So what do you need? What's wrong with you? A dog is the best emotional support thing. It's like we've bred them to be that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's fine as long as you're not forcing it on other people. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit next to a pelican on a plane.
Support pelican?
Yeah, well, who knows? It's whatever you want to do, I guess. So this person had a pig. 2 women were taking their emotional support pig for a walk when they were accosted by a furious Karen who had a meltdown over the size of the animal and the feces. Feces happens. I saw that on a T-shirt somewhere. The video of the confrontation was posted on Reddit. I'm not even on Reddit. I don't mess with Reddit. That's a whole nother thing I've never even tapped into.
You got to get on the Reddit. It's for the nerds.
Reddit?
I'm not.
Amar's not on Reddit. He's shaking his head no. Don't get on Reddit? No. But there's millions of people who aren't aware of country-ish.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
You think that's going to stop me? What you know about 8chan?
You ever had any
4chan?
4chan turned into 8chan.
Oh,
let's
really?
Go down
Now?
some rabbit holes.
Oh, it's a rabbit hole now.
I don't know. I don't mess with it, but I feel like we're leaving money on the table if we're not on Reddit.
We've done some disgusting things. I mean, look at this Vegemite toast.
That's true. Well, this was posted on Reddit under a forum known as Public Freakout, with the caption: "When you have a physical beef with a big pig." Now, what would you do if you saw someone walking a big pig in your neighborhood?
So how big is the pig? First of all,
we're going to see a video here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Right.
I don't think
if I saw a pig on a leash, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be interested. I'd be like, what's with the pig? It's cool. What's the pig's name? You know what I mean? Like I paid $1 to State Fair to see the world's largest hog. I might have questions about why there's a pig, but I'm not going to be outraged. I mean, I don't know. Would you be outraged?
I wouldn't probably be. I would
but you'd be curious.
I'd be curious about Wilbur.
Right. Well, in the 3-minute video, the outraged stranger marches up to the pet owners while the pig, whose name is Chorizo, sniffs at a tree like a dog would and starts going to the bathroom in the video. During the video, while she's yelling at them, the pig just goes for it.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Now, do you know what chorizo is?
No.
Chorizo, anybody?
Yeah, it's a Mexican sausage.
Right. She named her pet food.
She named her pet after
sausage.
A byproduct of a pig.
Exactly. I mean, that's like naming your dog or cat, entree or appetizer. Here's appetizer, here's entree. Are you going to eat these animals? Anyway, she named it chorizo, and we learned that in the video. And, I got written down here what they say, but I think we watch it, and we can talk about it after we're done watching it.
Okay.
So the Alan Jackson, I said we roll this beautiful chorizo footage. And we'll turn it up and we can hear it. We'll listen to this Karen go off.
A little bit away from us, thank you.
Yeah, I want to know why you have a pig in the middle of
We're
our
on
park.
a walk. Can you just leave us alone? Obviously, you're not a part of our walk. You don't have to be here.
No, this is a community that has bylaws, and if you have a dog, you have it on a leash.
He's on a leash.
He's
in a leash. He's under control, my pet. More than your dog, I'm sure.
No, it's huge. It's a huge animal.
So what? Who cares if he's
No, she's fat shaming the pig.
Yes.
Excuse me. No, ma'am, he's eating the landscape. Look at that! Look at that! Right on our lawn.
She's picking
it
it
up.
up.
He's pooping right in front of the carrot. She's like,
Look at that! Look at how much is in there. Seriously.
It's fine. You are being a grumpy pants.
If you
Leave
have a
us
problem,
alone.
You need to contact my lawyer. Okay.
Leave us alone.
I will contact my lawyer. Everyone's got
Go
lawyers.
for
Yes.
it.
Everyone's got a lawyer on retainer just for poop purposes now.
You have a pig.
Get away.
As an emotional support animal.
Get away from us.
Again,
Leave.
So what is the
Leave.
Pig? What is the pig's name?
Hey, Karen. Go
She
bother
calls her
somebody
Karen.
else. Okay? We're on a walk in public.
How
Please
problem
leave.
you have?
Go bother other
Contact my
people.
lawyer. I do not understand. Emotional support animal. You've been living here for a year. You've been living here for a year. Then how
Hey,
am I not-
lady,
So this
this
is-
is not hurting you.
She's also
He's
like,
fine.
you've been here a year. I haven't seen you. Like, she needs to know everything.
I'm sure you do.
Like, you
I'm
didn't
sure
approve.
you do.
Yeah.
He's not
You
hurting
didn't get approval
you.
to me
Look
for
at
me to
him.
live here.
He's
For
fine.
me.
He's on a leash. We're cleaning up after him.
Again, if you have any problem, contact my lawyer.
Contact my lawyer. She's obviously from,
He's an
somewhere
emotional
south
support
of the
animal.
border.
Go for it. Tell them.
gonna
They
make
know.
Spanish accent or something.
Please do.
Picture this animal.
Back up. Can you just...
Whoever's recording this got down there and the pig just went.
It's a park.
That's a huge pig, though. I mean, all pigs are kind of big, right?
So
I
does
mean, I don't mean it.
everybody's
That's a big
animal.
pig.
So does everybody's
That's
animal.
a big pig.
Emotional support animal of a pig.
And she's saying it's an
exists,
emotional
lady.
support
So
animal.
maybe read about it. Read
But why
about
do you
it.
keep? Why would you harass someone like this? I mean,
Well, then
if
you
you
need
really
to
have a
open your
problem
mind.
with it, go ahead and make the phone call.
You don't need to know our name.
Confronting people like this is going to get you in trouble. Just walk up and start yelling at people like that. You're going to end up on a viral video on Reddit, or you're going to get shot or stabbed, or beat up, or shamed. She just keeps going.
Yeah, she's out of control.
I like how she ends it,
So
though.
what?
Call the police because that's.
She's saying, call the police. I keep telling her, just leave us alone.
See? He's a good boy.
She calls it chorizo right
Leave
there.
us alone.
I cannot even. Okay. I am going
Go
to.
ahead,
I'm
call
taking
them.
a picture,
I would love to talk to them.
And I am
Go
going
ahead.
To, I am following up on this.
Good. Go ahead.
Up on this.
Leave.
Have a good day.
That's how she threatens. I am following up on this. I will follow up on this. What are your thoughts, Sebastian?
Well, this lady drives me crazy.
Which one?
The
Karen?
The Karen.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
she's just kind of walking up, confronting.
I don't
people.
like this pig.
I don't like the
going
fact
to,
that you need this.
I'm
as
gonna be
emotional
honest with you.
Support, but
I don't like going to Lowe's and you bring all your animals to Lowe's.
Preach.
I don't like any of that.
I don't either.
You know, they're not that cute to me.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even want you to bring your
force-
kids to Lowe's, much less your kids.
Right.
Well,
When you
yeah.
say kids, you mean a baby goat.
Baby goats.
Yeah, that's what they're
I
called.
meant. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, this is a little over the top, and you have no argument.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if these were like what's at the back of my property,
yeah,
those, what do you call them, chickens that are always crowing?
I don't know what you call them.
Roosters?
Oh, they're that?
All day long.
Right.
Those things need to have their heads, they need to be taken care of.
Right.
And those are worth complaining about. But this pig is not doing anything.
It's gigantic. It is, interesting that you see two people, and they got one of them leashes that, by the way, this pig is so big that if it decided,
it would pull these.
They couldn't stop this pig. Yeah. I kind of think that if you're going to have an animal out in public, you need to be able to control it if it goes crazy. There's no way that they could stop this pig from doing anything it wanted. Not that the pig is going to get crazy and attack people, but
yeah.
I just saw on the news a tiger escaped from someone's house in Texas. Someone had a tiger, and it got out and started walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, enough with the exotic pets.
Yeah.
Get a dog or a cat and stop it. Get back to your life. You know what I'm saying?
But, pigs will eat
They'll eat
everything.
anything.
And they'll eat bone.
I bet you the fixer, Dana Green, has dealt with pigs.
Probably.
In a not good way.
I wouldn't, if I was Karen, I would not go to a pig owners because they'll eat everything, including the.
That's how you get rid of evidence in the mob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pig farm.
Yeah. And she's going to follow up.
Well,
She said it 3 times that did. I will follow up. It sounds like an old school gangster from the 49. I'm going to follow up. See, you'll be sorry the day you met me. I will follow up with you, or my name isn't Karen. See,
$2,500 retainer to get rid of a pig.
I mean, for people to someone this Karen syndrome that's going around.
Yeah.
There might be some mental illness involved. Like there's something wrong if you're going to just walk up stone cold and you feel the need to enforce the rules on people, And she used the word bylaws.
This is an HOA.
How often do you throw around the word bylaws?
HOA.
That's like a nerd word. Yeah. Bylaws. I know all of the rules and the bylaws of the. That's a nerd word. Yeah. Don't be throwing around bylaws. You know what we use? By gods. Yeah. You got a problem with it? Say it to my face, by God. We don't use bylaws.
We don't believe in them HOAs around Hickory, do we?
That's right. Well, there you go, folks. Interesting story. Don't know where the town was, but...
The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All righty. What a jam-packed, fun show, dude.
Dude, we've ate.
How's your...
I like to have some bacon with that toast.
Honestly... Interesting. And then what if you put a little bit on there, some eggs and cheese and bacon? Instead of mayonnaise or something, that's what you use.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. Maybe English muffin. Just kidding. Who eats those? Look, we had a good time. Before we leave, any final thoughts, any interesting comments, anything I forgot to say?
Yeah, 3 things.
Oh, that's why I got you, buddy.
When are you going to be on Spectrum News?
Oh, thank you. Tomorrow night. Crap. Forgot the name of the show.
Politics on
something. It's a show with the word politics in it. But
is it Front Porch? Politics, bickering.
Yeah. He came to my show in Walhalla. Taped a little bit of me in Reno. Came here. Taped a little bit of that. And it's just really a segment about me getting back into stand-up and running for mayor of Hickory. I need your vote. More coming. Be very worried, Hank. What else? That's tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on Spectrum News. Thank you. What else?
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout-out to Samantha and Lewis Kingston. They sent me a card for my graduation.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Do you have it back there?
No, I don't. I forgot to bring it.
Okay. What is this in front of us? I just now noticed this. Oh, another card. And honestly, I forgot. It was sitting there. I thought this was yours. This is to the Countryish podcast from Lewis E. Kingston III. Samantha's guy.
Always a third.
Rick. Be worried, Rick. There is another. Oh, my goodness. Oh, never mind. Saving that for another time. I should not always open everything live.
Probably not.
Also, what else did I forget?
So tomorrow is the end of Nurses Week. So I want to give a shout out to all the nurses out there, especially my mom.
Especially her.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say especially?
Yeah, because she's been, especially her.
I heard especially, but.
Yeah, I did say especially.
That's okay.
I mucked up the first time I said it. But she's been a nurse
Thank you for
for
your
20
honesty.
years.
Yes.
And has worked her butt off. So.
All right. Shout out to the nurses. Thank you. Mark, anything else?
Just a reminder about the silver bullet.
Oh, thank you. So, check this out. When Heffron comes here to do our comedy show June 7th, on the 8th, because we're making this like a TV, we're shooting a pilot about 2 comedians swapping towns and doing comedy in each other's town, and I'm taking him to some Hickory places. One of them is Silver Bullet. It's on a Tuesday night, but they're going to be open. Maybe we'll do karaoke. Maybe we'll get a DJ. Either way, we need people to show up so that we're not walking into an empty building on a Tuesday night. So just know this. Tuesday night, the 8th, Silver Bullet will be open. Me and Heffron are going to be there. Come hang out with us, possibly sing or dance. Just know that, okay?
Probably a wrestling match there.
It could be. Anything else? Are we good?
I think
Alan?
we're good.
Yep.
All
right.
good.
Okay. For Amar, for the Alan Jackson, for Elliot the intern, also known as Mark Ball, for Isaiah, for Sebastian. My name is John Reap. Bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, dude.
Hey, everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh, wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.
Yeah.
Hi! Don't forget to hit the share button and, get you some Vegemite. It's yeast extract. It's good for a hangover.